All right. My name is Ben Luss, and I'm going to go through my individual case analysis number one, which I did on Fidelity Investments. Excuse my voice, I'm very sick. So, for part one of the individual case analysis, I dug into the background of Fidelity Investments themselves, as I was not totally familiar with the company, and started to kind of determine why I'm interested. I initially heard about Fidelity Investments through my father. So I wanted to learn more about the company, and this seemed like a great opportunity to do so. So, some background, they're in control of more than $10 trillion in assets, which is one of the most out of most financial services in that industry. They help serve 40 million individuals and also operate on the business to business side of the financial sector, helping out nearly 23,000 different businesses. And some of the major services offered by Fidelity include wealth management, retirement planning, investment management, and brokerage. More specifically, their retirement planning and mutual fund guidance are among some of the best in the sector due to their low rates and whatnot. So, specifically, why I chose Fidelity to look into was first, I'm a finance major, and going into the finance sector is the most logical decision from graduation. I'm also looking to get a minor in marketing. I'm also, after speaking with Professor, I'm hoping to acquire my CFA as I feel that would give me an edge in hopefully getting a career with Fidelity. Something else I believe falls in line with why I chose the company is that my philosophy, as well as the teaching philosophy at DU, aligns with Fidelity, and that there's a strong emphasis on work readiness skills and soft skills which give me an edge, I would say, over other competitions. This is communication, leadership, and overall helping each other out, helping other your employees and your clients is prioritized. And finally, my internship over the summer, where I'm working as a financial analysis or financial analyst for a hospitality corporation operating a handful of restaurants, I feel would help me prepare for a role. Part two of the individual case analysis is to look into Fidelity's hiring process, their ideal talent and qualifications they're looking for, plus to find five connections. So what I found is that there's typically two rounds of interviews, which are mainly behavioral based, and they're more concerned with specific professional situations that one have been in. So, and the accomplishments associated. So they want you to give solid evidence if you claim you have a certain trait. And these rests are just tips that they list on their website, which is to familiarize yourself with the content of your resume, review the job description, be prepared to cite examples of your key professional accomplishments, and ask your recruiter as many questions as you can about the business unit you'll be interviewing with and job specific questions. And as for my five connections, they're all DU alumni. First one is Sydney Bauserman, who works in the investment solutions department. Next is Spencer Higas, who works in customer relations advocate. Haley Trukin, who's an investment consultant. Jack Thatcher, a stock plan consultant. And Brian Hauser, or Brent Hauser, who's a workplace planning consultant. Well, all five of them kind of work in different units within the company. I feel like it is highly beneficial to get connections from different branches within the company to see how they all work with one another, whether or not they do work with one another, and if the values of the company and culture is fairly widespread and imposed throughout. So, part three is the main objective was to leverage strategic management frameworks that kind of help determine if I would be a good fit for the company. And for this, I chose to conduct a PESTEL analysis, which is basically looking at how macro environmental factors affect Fidelity And specifically, I thought the economic, social, technological, and environmental factors were the most important. And as a result, I found that the company's strong reputation, focus on innovation, and commitment to sustainability gives them a strong position in my mind as an ideal firm within the financial services industry. Through further research, I found that they're also known for putting its people first and offering them chances for professional advancement, such as mentorship opportunities and professional development programs. And I also found that much of their work culture aligns with my personal values, such as a collaborative and team-oriented workplace and emphasis on diversity. Finally, within 5 years of working at the company, I would hope to be moved from an apprentice to a full financial advisor and maybe have a small portfolio of clients. And if I were to work for the company for 10 years, could possibly be motivated or promoted to senior financial advisor or even branch manager if I find success. Finally, part four was a personal reflection, and I found this to be challenging because typically deep-rooted philosophical questions I think are tough because I still feel like in my mind I'm young and immature. But looking into myself, one thing I really gain satisfaction from and kind of try to apply every day is that I want to inspire confidence in others and lend my full support to their goals, which I would say is probably my leading purpose in my life. I get this mainly from my father. So he embraces all of those around him, no matter what their background is or what their goals are. And it's kind of where I'm getting this from. So, in all, I would say my purpose in life, which is again practicing leadership and raising those around me, coincides with that I believe the meaning of my life to be, which is to become the best version of myself. And that basically wraps up the personal portfolio number one. I found this to be a very interesting and beneficial assignment overall. And thank you very much.